What if the goal wasn't to fix your relationships, but to actually fix you so that you can have better relationships? Hi, my name is Eboni Harris. I'm a licensed relationship therapist, business owner, and speaker who loves to push you out of your comfort zone and into the life that you desire. A lot of people come and see me because they want to fix their relationships. This could be siblings, parents, partners, anything, co-workers. They have issues with their relationships. And they come in and they say, okay, I'm going to focus on my relationship. I'm going to change this about the relationship. I'm going to ask them to do this differently. And everything is so focused on how we need to change the dynamic of the relationship. And obviously, as a relationship therapist, I understand the importance of disrupting dynamics, disrupting old patterns, and trying to find new ways to engage with each other. But is that the only way to try to fix a relationship? Now, if something needs to be repaired, if something has been broken, like trust, then yes, we have to do repair. We have to actually show up differently. We have to have these conversations. So after that work has been done, then we are getting to this space of like, what does the relationship look like now? What does this friendship look like now? What does this parent-child relationship look like now? And at that point, a lot of the work is individual. A lot of the work is based on how are you showing up in this new relationship? How are you treating this person? Are you treating them based on their old patterns? Are you treating them based on things that have happened in the past? Or are you treating them based on what you know to be true now? So when we're looking at certain types of relationship issues, you really want to be able to identify, is this a core wound? Is this a wound from a previous relationship? Is this a wound from the previous version of this relationship, right? Or is this something that's actually happening right now that I need to take care of myself? When you are focused on bettering a relationship, we tend to turn ourselves inside out trying to make it better. We tend to show up and respond in ways that don't feel natural to us because we're trying to make it better. We end up trying to manipulate situations and make this relationship better by any means necessary. And we'll still walk away feeling unfulfilled, disconnected, and like we're not being our authentic selves. Now, if you find yourself always fighting so hard to fix a relationship, what you might want to do is turn inwards. Shift your focus to yourself. Pay attention to how you respond and how you react to the other person. In what ways have you changed how you engage with them? Because you don't feel like they deserve your care, your niceness, your respect, because of whatever has happened in the past. You could be contributing to this dynamic because you don't trust them and or because you don't feel safe. And just because you don't feel safe does not mean that's the reality. If you see yourself as a kind, compassionate person, but every time you respond, you're angry, you're snippy, you have an attitude, you're already questioning why they're talking to you, then you're more focused on protecting yourself than actually trying to show up as the person you see yourself as. And that's where you need to start. Why is this version of you that is showing up in this relationship not in alignment with who you think you are? And it cannot always be the other person's fault. The reality is you're just protecting yourself. So here's what actually happens when you change how you show up. There are parts of you that their entire job is to keep you safe. And there is nothing wrong with that. It's not trying to ruin your relationship. It's not trying to make you lose your job. It's not trying to make you cold and mean and hard to reach. It's just trying to protect you from danger. At some point, that part learned that this person that you're in a relationship with or someone who reminds you of this person has caused you pain. And because of that, it doesn't allow you to be softer. It doesn't allow you to relax. It doesn't allow you to show compassion. Because if you do, it feels like you are in danger. Because in the past, softness, caring, all of that may have gotten you in trouble. It didn't work in those other relationships, or it didn't work in the previous version of this relationship. Maybe in the past, honesty has gotten used against you. Trust has been broken. So there's this part of you that said, all right, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing it again. And so then you start to overprotect yourself. And it does its job well. That's not the problem. The problem is not that it's not doing the job well. The problem is every situation doesn't require it to work so hard. So now what happens when your mom says something, you immediately brace yourself. You're already ready for something that's going to be an attack. You're already waiting for something that's going to negatively impact you or that's going to hurt your feelings. And so you're not even really present in that moment because you're just waiting for the thing. And if there's a hint of that thing, if she does it, you missed all the moments that she did it because you're always waiting for it. And sometimes we're already waiting. We're already preparing what we're going to say before we even fully hear her out. When your partner asks you a simple question, You're already scanning to see like, what's the catch? What are you trying to ask? What do you think you're saying? What are you trying to catch me in, right? You already think they have an ulterior motive, so you can't just answer the simple question. I want to be clear that this is not a flaw. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with protecting yourself or having these parts that protect us. They are a very necessary part of life and growth and understanding danger, right? We want to be able to see patterns. We want to be able to understand when things can cause us harm and to get ourselves out of those situations. So the issue isn't that that part of you exists. The issue is that that part shows up in times when you're not actually in danger. So here's a question I want you to sit with. Is this person actually unsafe right now? Or am I responding to an old version of them? Am I responding to another person who reminds me of them? Am I responding to things that happened 2 arguments ago, 3 weeks ago, 10 years ago? Because those are the things we want to pay attention to. If the person is actually unsafe, there's ongoing harm, they're disrespectful, or there's manipulation, that's not what this video is about. I don't want you to listen to anything I have to say because this video is not for you. If someone is causing you actual harm, protect yourself. Keep your guard up and find a safe way to exit that situation. But if the actual answer is no, they're not being unsafe, I just don't trust it yet, that is different. You are applying old information, old evidence to a new situation. In this moment, you have decided that because they caused you harm before, or because someone like them caused you harm before, that you have to always be ready to be harmed again. There are times when we automatically respond to something or our body reacts without us even knowing because we're waiting for the harm to come. Understanding that and being able to acknowledge that helps us in shifting how we show up and us helping to change the relationships. So when I'm talking about fix you and not the relationship, this is the part I'm talking about. Not every situation needs a 5-hour conversation around what went wrong and what we could have done differently and why did you respond this way and all of that. It might just need you to notice where you're trying to protect yourself and it makes it very difficult for you to connect with someone else. In those moments, I want you to take a second and say, is my guard up because I'm actually unsafe right now? There is something happening right now that I need to protect myself from? Or is my guard up because that's just the way I'm used to going through life? That's just the way I've learned to protect myself in this relationship, even if it's not necessary anymore. Let's go back to who you believe yourself to be versus how you're showing up. If you are a compassionate, nice, and kind person, and there's an opportunity for you to show that, show that. Don't feel a need to overprotect. Don't feel a need to stop harm that may not be coming your way to begin with. What you have to do is show up fully as yourself, say the nice thing, consider their experience, understand where they're coming from, and guess what? If harm comes, then you can make a different choice this time. If harm comes, trust that you can take care of yourself and you'll be able to handle it. I want you to feel confident in going through life with, yes, the protection when there is harm there, when there is danger there, but also with the authenticity that you are living the life that aligns with who you are. So tell me in the comments what relationships you need to start to let that guard down. What relationships do you need to have a little bit more care, a little bit more compassion in your responses, as opposed to bracing yourself for the harm? I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, please like this video, subscribe, all the things, and I will talk to you next time. That's all. Bye.